In this segment, we'd like to learn more about how men and women grieve differently.
I believe that genders grieve differently, male, female, grieve differently. Women are more, I believe, I've found, women are more open to talk about their grief, to share their grief, to confide in someone else when they're hurting. And you're right, gender roles in our society, the man, the male, he's strong, he doesn't show emotion, he takes care of business, he's the one who oversees and looks out for and makes sure that his family is cared for in a lot of instances. And so men have an unfair or uncomfortable expectation placed on them when it comes to grief, because they don't have the same ability. They have the ability, but they do not allow themselves to openly show their emotions. Certainly those emotions that are deemed to be weak. Crying is seen as a weakness in our society. And so yes, men and women grieve differently. When our son died, my husband and I grieved totally different. I was more expressive. I was willing to seek help. I was willing to talk about my grief and to reach out for that support, while it was more comfortable for him to self-isolate and to process his grief in another way. And there isn't a right or wrong way. We each grieve differently, which leads to comparison. So because I grieve differently than you or another person doesn't mean that what that other person is doing, how they're grieving, is wrong. It means that their relationship with the person who died, their relationship with their grief experience is different than mine. Although we may share a common loss, it's still different because that person's relationship with the person who transitioned or with the grief experience is totally different. And so that, if we expand that, as you were saying, to other gender roles and gender relationships, it's the same, because each person's relationship, or that each person's connection or bond with that grief experience is different.